Hey, welcome back to another Netcast. I'm Rich Lopez, Quantrix Authority. Sincerely appreciate you joining me today for episode number 66, where I'm going to show you that hyperlinks don't work on formula cells. I came across this one the other day. So in episode 65, I showed you that I had created a canvas, and on that canvas I had created these hyperlinks that allow you to navigate to other tabs or canvases within your model. And how I did that was I created a hyperlinks matrix, and I went in and I typed in cell values for inputs low, supplemental low, and so on. And then I right clicked on those and I went to hyperlink. I selected the radio button of location and model, and then I selected the tab that I wanted, or the matrix name or canvas name that I wanted to link to in this drop down here. And when I was done with that, you could go in and you could click on it and it would take you to where you needed to go within the model. Okay? Well, what I originally wanted to do is, I'm kind of lazy and I wanted to have a matrix here, so I'm going to create just a new one. I wanted to have a matrix that had, it had these metrics here, and then it also had these scenarios, right? So let me drag that over here. Let me drag that again over here. And let's say I had a low scenario and then I had high scenario. I think I hit enter there. There we go. And say I put this one as high. What I wanted to do is I wanted to say, well, scenario ID is equal to @scenario ID and a dash and @category C. Because you know me, being lazy, I don't want to have to type all these out. Not really interested in typing a lot of stuff out, especially if I'm going to have maybe a medium scenario and maybe a likely scenario, right? I want this to just do it for me automatically. Well, what happens is when I go into here and I try to add a hyperlink to this, okay, to these texts, and have it navigate to a location in the model on the hyperlink, and I'll just select one of these. You can see I get this error that says cannot set value on cell matrix 1, whatever that means. So, you know, the other day I was shutting down Quantrix, I was restarting Quantrix, I was shutting down my computer, restarting my computer, trying to get a hyperlink to work on something like this. And finally I gave up and I asked the Quantrix masters. And what they told me is that you cannot have a hyperlink on a cell that is calculated. So if your cell has any sort of formulae associated with it, you can't have a hyperlink associated with it. Hyperlinks can only be set on cells that are constant. So again, this looks really cool and this is something you certainly want to be able to do, right? But you can't do it because your hyperlink, again, has to be on a constant. So please don't get hung up on that one. And if you have any questions about hyperlinks or anything else in regards to Quantrix Modeler, I hope you'll reach out to me at quantrixauthority@gmail.com. I absolutely love Quantrix. I want to make you a Quantrix master. So please join me again for another episode of Quantrix Authority with Rich Lopez.